Hey guys, how's it going? It's Kayla here with Fruit Medicine. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I am currently on my raw food detoxification journey, and today is day 13. Tomorrow I will have hit 2 weeks, which I have not done in a very long time. So today I wanted to talk about some books that I'm currently reading. It was very easy for me to once I started, I knew I was going on kind of the raw journey. I started to kind of get ahead of myself and started to look through some of my old gourmet raw books, and I'd be sitting there like eating my salads and fruit dinners, watching people prepare all these complicated recipes on YouTube, like cooked vegan and raw vegan and all these things. And I started to shift into this place of lack and of hoping for the future, and it was no longer allowing myself to just enjoy the process. So I am going back to basics. I am changing my focus. I'm changing what I'm searching for when I'm watching YouTube, and I just feel so much more satisfied. Like, I know I'm doing the right thing, and I need to just enjoy this journey and be present. So I just finished reading for the second time Arnold Ehret's Mucusless Diet Healing System, which is one of the books that the program I'm currently following is kind of loosely based on. But basically, our goal right now is to remove all of the, all of the built up the acids, the toxins, the mucus that has built up interstitially, intercellularly within, the in-between spaces in my body. Now, I am not doing this for weight loss. Let me repeat, I am not doing this for weight loss, but I will let you know that in the last month, I have probably dropped about 12 pounds. I weighed myself on Wednesday I weighed myself, and I weighed in at 121.5 pounds. The one gym that I teach at, they have one of those like doctor scales, the fancy one with the height measurement and all that stuff. So occasionally I weigh myself just out of curiosity. 121.5 pounds. I have not been that weight in I don't know, at least 5 years. I can't really recall the last time I dropped below 120 pounds. Now, I was hovering around 130 for the longest time, and last summer, the highest that I weighed myself at was 139 pounds, and then I decided to stop looking at the scale, and that's when I was following a eat all the effing food you can find raw till 4 diet, which was starve myself on like minimal amounts of fruit during the day and then eat all of my calories at nighttime, basically stuffing myself to get as many carbohydrates in me as possible. So since last summer, about 20 pounds. Crazy. So again, not doing this for weight loss, but some people are always curious when watching these things. Now back to what I was here to talk about. So to keep myself on track, so I mentioned that Arnold Ehret's Mucusless Diet Healing System is one of the books that the current program that I am on is loosely based on. And this is the other book. This is David Klein's Self-Healing Crohn's and Colitis. And this book I've actually had I think I got this book back in the fall. I saw a lot of people on 30 Bananas a Day that were recommending it, and it kept coming up, and it came up in my Amazon searches. So I picked this book up, and I'm actually starting to read this one again because I have this tendency that, oh, there's a program, I'm just gonna find the program and then just eat that way. But you need to have the knowledge first. You need to have the guidance, the knowledge, the coaching in order to make it successful. So the program itself, so it's broken down into a vegan healing diet, which is mostly raw with a little bit of cooked food. Same thing that I was doing, carrots, squash, sweet potato. And then everything else was raw. It recommends green juices, but high fruit. And then once you're symptom free for a full week, everything is like cool, then there's other foods to start including. So it's natural hygiene, it's food combining, it's, you know, keeping things simple. So this is one that I'm reading. I'm going to start from I started actually last night. I started reading from the very beginning, so I'm going to read this cover to cover. And another book that that I picked up on the recommendation of Boyan is Wild Edibles. I have wanted to, this is by Sergey Butenko of Raw Family, Victoria Butenko's son, Green Smoothie Lady. So he has done a lot with foraging wild edibles, and I was recommended that this was one of the best books to get, especially with the area that I live in, Southern Ontario. He's in Oregon, I think. Which I actually don't know where that is. I don't know whether it's East Coast or West Coast. I think it's the West Coast. But I think it's just the kind of, that we're in North America, that we're kind of along this same band of land. But it has lots of colored pictures, diagrams, it has recipes, and a lot of really interesting stats that you don't normally see on what people classify as weeds, as you can maybe see right here. So like nutrient, calories, minerals, and vitamins, and all that stuff. But this is something I've really wanted to get into for a long time. I'm a huge fan of making food as inexpensive as possible, and also making food as nutritious as possible. So having the skill to forage, find, you know, your own food, eat stuff like immediately after it's picked, it's really exciting to me. So that kind of brings me to next weekend. Total Health Show is going on in Toronto, and Marcus Rothkrantz is going to be there doing a talk, and he's written a book on wild edibles as well. So I'm gonna try to go see him and have a little fangirl moment, because I've never met him before. And he's put out a lot of interesting stuff, and I was really turned off by him for a while, because he's like way extra dramatic and out there, and it almost seems like it's fake. But I can credit him as one of the people that's kind of taken me onto the path I am currently today. So anyway, I hope you like that. So again, I'll give you a recap. This is the Self-Healing Crohn's and Colitis by David Klein. So I am working with IBS. That is the issue with my body. It's constant continuous inflammation, fluctuations between constipation, diarrhea. There's nothing consistent in the body. So this colitis and Crohn's, if it can heal colitis and Crohn's, it's going to work with IBS as well. So it's the complete holistic healing guide to healing the gut and staying well. Yes. And tons of reviews, 80-10-10 compliant for those 80-10-10ers, or people that still follow Doug Graham. Doug Graham did a review on this book. And then this one right here, Wild Edibles by Sergey Butenko. And that one you should be able to get on Amazon. John Mackey of Whole Foods did a review on the front. The Wild Edibles has taught me that my backyard is full of free food. Awesome. And everything's starting to come up now that it's spring. Very exciting. So I hope you guys are doing amazing, and I will see you tomorrow for the next video and for my day 14. I think tomorrow I'm going to talk about how I am doing Easter, because it's a long weekend. Tomorrow is my family dinner, so I think that I'm going to give you a bit of video about that. So I'll see you guys later. Bye!